One time, I accidentally wrote angel instead of angle on the board. A student raised her hand and said, "Wait, are we finally doing sacred geometry?" I acted cool and didn't correct it right away. For 5 whole minutes, I pretended the lecture was about Excellenta Divinatus, the angel of divine formulas, and Thetel, the trigonometric guardian spirit. Honestly, considering how some students perform on trig tests, divine intervention might not be the worst idea. Putting an angle in standard position just makes sense. You always start from the same place, the positive x-axis, and rotate from there. It's like choosing a home base in a game. In trigonometry, counterclockwise is considered the positive direction. Why is that the case exactly? I don't know. Maybe most ancient mathematicians were left-handed. Whatever the reason, everyone agrees where to start, and there's no confusion about direction. If we didn't do this, every angle would be like someone giving you directions over the phone and starting with, "Where did you say you were?" It's not very efficient. Why is a full rotation 360 degrees? Honestly, nobody's completely sure. But ancient Babylonian mathematicians used a base 60 number system, and 360 is really convenient. It's divisible by a ton of numbers. That made it great for dividing circles into equal parts. Also, they thought the year had 360 days, which feels like naive optimism. But let's be real, a full rotation is 365.25 degrees would be ridiculous. So thank the Babylonians for giving us a number that makes geometry easier and sounds vaguely magical. The degrees-minute-second system sounds like what happens when a protractor falls in love with a clock. It looks old-fashioned, but it's still used today, mostly by people who really need to be precise. Pilots, sailors, surveyors, and astronomers all use the DMS system to measure angles, directions, and locations down to tiny fractions of a degree. I've always wondered, why is an angle between 90 and 180 degrees called obtuse? Does it look slow and dumb to you? Well, it opens wide, like it's slouching or slumping, the opposite of a sharp, snappy, acute angle. Coterminal angles are not traveling angles leaving from the same terminal in a transit station. They're angles that share the same terminal side, no matter how many times they've rotated around the circle. Kalmusin, the brilliant but eccentric court mathematician to King Hammurabi, was famously obsessed with the number 360. He claimed it was the most divine number ever revealed, a number blessed by the heavens themselves, he would say with solemn admiration. He refused to own anything that wasn't a factor of 360. His sandals had 12 straps. His garden had 36 pomegranate trees. His scrolls were stored in groups of 10, 12, or 15, never 7, which he called an awkward number. According to palace gossip, Kalmusin even tried to convince the king that he should be allowed to marry 60 wives. King Hammurabi, after some thought, permitted him only 36, citing budgetary concerns and palace hallway congestion. When asked by a student why he wouldn't settle for a round 100-degree circle, Kalmusin erupted, "100. That's for those who count with their fingers. The cosmos prefers elegance."